I'm not so sure what is happening, but as a fan of track and field, as a fan of sport in general, I just want to say that I don't know. I just feel a little bit not so impressed. Okay, welcome to another edition of the Sports Globe YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining us again. Of course, my name is Richard, and thank you so much for joining us. This is the Sports Globe YouTube channel where all sporting matters can contend. All right, so we're going to start with a couple of things, So, big race on for today, August 4th, where the men's will be competing in the 100 meters semifinals and finals, and big races on. So everybody, is holding their breath to see that. We had the morning session that was, not too nice for me. And it's not because Jamaica wasn't doing so well, but it's just overall the thing just don't look so well. So I have that to talk about as well. And I also just want to give big shout out to our Caribbean people. All right, so this is where I'm going to start. I'm going to start with the big shout outs to our Caribbean countries who have been doing fantastically well at these Olympics thus far. And of course, the Caribbean medals are as follows. St. Lucia, is in 35th spot right now with one gold medal, and Dominica as well in 35 spot with one gold medal. Grenada, let's say Jamaica with one silver and one bronze medal in 48 spot, and this is the overall table, by the way. And of course, Grenada got a medal in the decathlon with a bronze medal as well. The medal winners were Reginda Campbell with a bronze medal in the men's shot put, Shanika Ricketts in the triple jump with that silver medal, almost getting the gold medal there as well. But Lafont of the Dominica, and of course, we must be big shout out to Dominica and welcome them to the Olympic gold medal podium. They'll be getting their first gold medal along with St. Lucia as well, to just joining the podium with Jamaica, Trinidad, and Grenada have gotten a gold medal before, Barbados. So, just want to give a big shout out to other Caribbean nations who are coming to the podium finishes of these Olympics, and just want to say a big shout out to them. Lafont, Lyndon, Victor in the decathlon, great work, great job, good things going on where track and field is going in the Caribbean. And of course, let's look at the whole thing is there a transition between the track event and the field events that we're looking to be increasing our medal count in the field events area over the last couple of Olympics and World Championships as well. We have been doing significantly well in the jumps, and these are the long and triple jumps. The high jump, we still have some work to do there, but we have been there and thereabout in the high jump. In the shot and the discus, we have always been knocking on the door. We finally, be able to get a medal at the Olympics where that is concerned. And of course, big shout out to Reginda for bringing us there where that is concerned. And so we are really stepping up in those areas. But my big peeve right now, to which I want to talk about, is the overall Olympics and the organization of the Olympics, of this Paris Olympics of 2024. I'm not so sure what is happening, but as a fan of track and field, as a fan of sport in general, I just want to say that I don't know. I just feel a little bit not so impressed with what's happening at the Olympics. Many things, and I'm just waiting to hear all of the news that is going to come out in regards to how this Olympic committee for the Paris Olympics has performed and the things that had happened, with the athletes. So one thing that didn't sit well with me is that I don't know if it is that when you go to a hotel there is no air condition, or when you go to certain facilities where you're supposed to be comfortable or where you're supposed to be made comfortable, that you don't have things like air condition, especially when it's become summertime in these countries. Because when it's come summertime in these countries, one of the things is that you must have the necessary amenities to ensure that your body stays at the right temperature at all the time. So when it is winter, they provide the heat. When it is summer, they provide the cooling. and with an Olympic, and you are inviting people to your country, some of the things that I would say that you want to ensure that is the people that come that you invite to your country is comfortable as best as possible. So I'm not so sure how the organization is going with that in regards to making the athletes comfortable. So that is one big disappointment for me right away, because you have high performance athlete, and Stephen Francis are here commenting that the place is seriously hot, and you just give the athletes a little fun to get a little wind or a little breeze. That's not good enough. Athletes performing at a high level, there's many things that can go wrong, and there's many things that can cause things to go wrong. A minute missing a minute from doing a practice run or a jump or something can cause you to be able to lose focus, to be able to lose momentum, to be able to lose many things, your whole mental, your whole physical, and everything. Your body's expecting to perform at a certain times. And of course, I would know that a lot of coaches train their athletes to peak at a particular time, even during the day. Your coach will train it to peak in the evening. Your coach can train it to peak in the morning. It is that technical in regards to how these people work and how these athletes and the performances that they are at. So it is highly, impossible when athletes are put through a certain kind of condition that their body is not even used to. The fact that they have been traveling around the world to these countries is something that people would say that it is normal because they go to different meets at all the time. But going to different meets, Diamond League meets, and that kind of a thing is a whole different matter from performing at the Olympics. At the Olympics, you're expected to perform at high level, and you're performing at your best right now. When you're at the Diamond League, you can pretty much, try and do many things that you want to try and do. At the Olympics, it's not a try and do. It's about achieving the best that your body can give, and you'd have prepared it for that. So I'm not so sure what's going on, at the Olympics. So is it the best Olympics that we have experienced as fans, watching on? We don't know all the news that's going on. We don't know all the issues that's happening, but it feels very, disheartening. And I just want to take um, another point, and it's the whole Shelley and Fraser thing. I myself, as a fan, was looking forward to see Shelley and Fraser complete this cycle of a track and field career. Yeah, I was expecting to see that. She brought us to this point. She would have led all the way, up to this point, and just seeing her, even just to come out, was at her final race of these Olympics that she would have been competing to. 5 Olympics, is a feat. Being 20 years performing at one meet is a whole lot of performance, and performing at the highest level that she can perform as well. Because she would have been taking many gold medals here, and to spend 20 years in any job is a whole lot of years. I can tell you that much. And it didn't start to the Olympics for her, because remember that she was a junior. So her Olympic career started many, many years ago. And just to see that she's not able to accomplish the final part of it is almost like taking an exam, and you don't get to do your final exam to see what your scores would have been like at the end of it all. So that is disappointing. What happened with her and Shakiri, I am still at odds in terms of what the real reason is, because the explanation that I get is I'm not so satisfied that Shelley is even injured. I can tell you that much. I'm not even so satisfied. I just think that maybe that's the political thing to do, because maybe they want her to run the relays, and it's a thing to say. So if a lot of people don't want to say that, I'm going to say it. So maybe that's the case, because if she withdraw from the thing, maybe she can't perform in the 4x1. And no, Sharika would have withdrawn from the 200 because they are injured. And I have something else to say about that too, because if Sharika know that she's this badly hurt, why is it that should try to take a spot? I would think that you just give up the spot, man. Let some other junior or some other athlete get the opportunity to shine, to showcase their talent, who is in good health condition. If you think that you're really that bad, don't bother do this, because Sharika's gone to the Olympics right now and she hadn't even performed one day. she's hurt, and it seems to me that she's really, really, really badly hurt, or she just doesn't want to risk anything at all. And if both of those things are things she don't want to really risk anything, and she's badly hurt, then let's just do the right thing and just make the right decisions. And know, the Francis camp and the MVP camp, they make good decisions. So I'm not so sure what's even happening there. But I am saying, from where I'm at, I'm one looking on like a fan, is if you're hurt, you're hurt. And just say that, right? And just do the right thing. Because you're taking away the opportunity from somebody that could have gone to the Olympics. Whether or not they're going to win or lose, it doesn't matter. If you're hurt, you're hurt. I'm just saying that. Right. So back to the Shelly and the saga, because it is a saga. I don't know, because I'm sure we're going to be hearing a whole lot more. Because when I see the clips, Shelly Ann being locked out of the training ground, based on the fact that they are saying that, oh, she didn't come in the right vehicle. That's silly. That's even a silly thing to be saying, or even to say, that's the reason why she can't come into the venue, because she didn't come into the transportation that you have assigned for them to come into, because it doesn't matter. What can it matter? She have a credential, she have the right pass, she have the right identification, she have the right everything, documentations to be identified and let in. So I don't think so. Maybe I could just show up in the vehicle and then they would just open the gate and let me in. Then I don't need anything, right? So I don't understand. And Shakiri. So watching the 100 meters semifinals, it seems to me that Shelly Saga with Shakiri would have caused even Shakiri, and I was saying it caused Shakiri to seem like she is um like she's not interested in running. There was no interest in running, and a lot of the athletes look very not interested in running too for the semifinals and finals. I think they are disgusted by something that we don't know yet, and we're waiting to hear. And I'm waiting to hear what it is. Everybody was very unhappy, looking dejected, looking. Nobody seemed that they were interested. It seemed to me that it was more of a protest going on than anything else, right? So the whole saga, the whole thing, and everybody, there's no nice celebration. The Olympics always have this nice vibe and everything. And when I check everybody else on social media, when I check other fans and what their comments, everybody complaining. Fans looking on is complaining and is bitter. Fans are very bitter in regards to this organizing committee for the Olympics and what is going on. They're very, very disappointed, like myself. The Olympics is no fun. There's nothing happening. There's no joy. You're performing for your country in France, and it doesn't feel like everybody wanted to go to France. I mean, after the trials for every single country that I could watch, everybody was so happy in wanting to go to Paris. Everybody wanted to go to Paris because I think that Paris is the place, is a city that they want to go. They want to go there. They want to perform, for the French people and things. So, but they're there now, and it's just the celebrations are not the celebrations that Olympics to be. Because once you make a finals, it's a huge thing. Once you make a semi-final, it's a huge thing. Those celebrations are just not the same. And then a lot of these little incidences, starting with the water situation, starting with the air condition situation where the Jamaicans, I don't know if the other teams have air condition in their rooms and the Jamaicans just, you know, didn't get good rooms or whatever. I don't know. But I speak about that in the Olympic Village, and there's a village, so everybody must be having the same kind of conditions, right? Um, and of course, in Paris, it is very hot, very humid, and people complaining. They had a bit of rain yesterday, of course, and that might have been nice to cool the place down a little bit. But what's going on at Paris? What is happening? What is really happening? I see Answer Parchment this morning and doesn't look himself either. Is it that the athletes are just very disappointed and dejected right now? What's happening? So tell me your views, our YouTube family. Tell me what you think and what you think about what's going on in Paris. How do you feel about this Paris Olympics, the 24 Olympics? Of course, COVID is over a long time ago. So athletes are pretty much raring to go. They had worked 4 years in now, had two world championships and things. So you'd be thinking that everybody's really, really pumped and wanted to get back to, the Olympic and thing. And they seems very much wanting to just dive into it. But oh, they're ending up very disappointed and people, getting very dejected and thing. I'd love to hear more on the Shelley story and what is becoming of that. If anybody is going to do anything, if the J3 is for Jamaica is going to do anything at all, if the USA is going to be doing anything in regards to Shakiri and that situation again. Is there anything that is going to happen, or is it that the Olympic Committee or the IOC is pretty much an organization that doesn't even care, or they're not going to do anything about anything at all, or I don't know. I don't know. And so let's see. Let's see what is going to happen. It is very much disappointing thus far. I hope the men can pull off, or put the things behind them and pull off even a better 100 meters finals. Something that would be even more exciting because, of course, the Jamaicans and the Americans are really much up to the job right now. We have three Jamaicans and I think there's three Americans in the race, and so it's a big race. So I'm just waiting to see what happens. So let's go out and try to enjoy the rest of what is left of it. And there's quite a bit of events left to go, but it's just put a damper on the whole thing. The whole thing just have a damper right now, and I'd just love to know what's going on, what is wrong. Let's speak about it. Let's hear your views. Of course, we'll ask you to subscribe and comment and share our YouTube page with your family. We're trying to get up to 500 subscribers, and we are getting there. And thanks a lot to all who have gone on and subscribed to our page. Of course, just look up the Sport Globe, and you'll find us everywhere. And join us and keep your comments coming in. I appreciate the comments that I've gotten so far, and I've tried to respond to quite a bit of them thus far. So it doesn't matter. Tell me what you think, because as we say at Sports Globe, this is all sporting matters can contend, and I don't mind talking about the issues. All right, so see you again, and we talk after the 100 meters men at the Olympics. All right, thanks so much. Bye bye.